This is the waterfront that has always been our premier lakefront because it has always been Madison's living room. This is where we had our sailing and rowing regattas. This is where we did our ice skating and our ice boating. This is where all the steamboats landed. But then in the 19th century, we began building barriers between the city and the lake. In the late 1800s, we built 4 railroad tracks along the lake shore. In the 20th century, we added a highway. However, we still believe that this wonderful lake frontage has great potential. We think it is probably the greatest unrealized developmental opportunity of our time. For the last 6 years, my team members and I have been working on this vision that we call the Nolen Waterfront project. It's an amazing group of people, if I say so. I'm the newcomer, actually, the historian, but they include architects and engineers and landscape architects and experiential graphic designers. It's amazing, really, that all of these men and women have been working all these years pro bono on this project.
The Madison Design Professionals Work Group is a team of visionaries. The energy in the room when you see us working is just phenomenal. We enjoy is just the fact that we're a group of people that love to collaborate and love to think about big ideas and work together on developing those ideas. Well, first and foremost, the plan is a 9-acre park. We have about 2 acres of narrow land along the waterfront today that's basically unusable. This is a park that is a deck that's 200 feet wide and 1,500 feet long. If you can imagine that, it extends from Monona Terrace all the way to Blair Street. It's a seamless connection, and it resolves one of the big questions that Madison has had in how do you connect your downtown to the lake. Aspects of this include the potential to expand Monona Terrace. It is landlocked as a facility and will need to grow, and at this point in time there's no space for that to grow. And our plan offers an opportunity to expand the meeting rooms and the banquet space. A key part of the park is the Lloyd Wright boathouse. And that boathouse was the first project that Lloyd Wright designed.
Now think about that. Here we have probably the first building he designed in private practice in 1893, and just a few feet away, the very last design, or one of the very last designs he did. In fact, he did the rendering for this particular project 7 weeks before he died. Here you have the entire sweep of his architecture from one of his very first projects to one of his last on the same lake shore in Madison, Wisconsin.
I think one of the principal benefits of this project is that the Nolen Waterfront can create a more inclusive place for the entire community to feel welcome and come together. This park will do so much for so many, not only bringing the community together, which is, I think, one of the most important goals of this project, but the catalytic effect of creating jobs, creating new businesses.
What I think is especially wonderful about these plans is that they realize the great vision that John Nolen had over 100 years ago. And that great vision is that we need to provide our citizens with an easy, safe, and beautiful way to go between the city and the lake. This is the only plan that is available to us today that will allow us to do that.